Spirit Medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy and how you're a ball of unconditional love and energy having a human experience, and you come here for a temporary amount of time to have a temporary experience to try to come back to Christ consciousness, to try to come back to your divine essence, to your divine being. And we are here to help you find alignment through our own experiences by using our psychic gift for good and developing it here live with you on YouTube. Hey girl, hey. Oh my gosh, you guys, what are you just the best, you know? You the best. You the best. I love you guys. I really do. I just really do. Like their contribution. Yes. You are giving us the vibes of contribution to our community so we can help everyone integrate into the new earth energies, which we talk about on our podcast Spirit News. You can hear all about it, the new earth energy and the time jump. The time jump episode is titled The Time Jump. We have talked about this shift of energy where we go from the mind to the heart, and we hope best I ever had, and we hope that in doing so, we can help you find alignment in this new energy where we bring you higher perspectives of linear views here at Spirit News. I am very well. I am so well. I am so grateful and highly favored and truly blessed. And I have everything I need right now. And I'm happy right where I'm at. And everything works out for me because we speak abundantly. My name is Shawty. Hello. Hello, Shawty. So, on our podcast on Spirit News, on Spotify, we teach you more about the metaphysical stuff. We've documented our observations by being a psychic spirit medium and having a relationship with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. We've documented all of that on TikTok, where we started our process of this 4 years ago because I am a child psychic. Born this way. I repressed it until 4 years ago, and I used and implemented the help of my spirit guides to do so, and they've been helping me ever since, and they guided me to document it on TikTok. So we have documented our entire journey. We will continue to document our observations, and we do use this channel for psychic development to bring us higher perspectives of linear views energetically so we can understand people's emotional states, why people do the things they do, so we can understand ourselves better as a society, so we can learn our emotions, energy in motion, emotion. Hello everybody. Hi Lucas. Hi Talia. Existential boy. You have a good day. Yo, you having a good day, night? I am. Thank you. So we read the energy here on YouTube. We take this opportunity with you guys to hello nobody, to read the energy, to see what Spirit wants us to know. I don't choose what comes out. Spirit does. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a hive right here on my shoulder. I'm getting a hive on my shoulder. I didn't even do anything. So someone look at this. I have some kind of hive on me. So we're going to take this opportunity to say thank you. I love you so much. I love Spirit so much. I am so grateful for all my blessings and everything works out for me. I'm truly blessed, and I'm happy to use my psychic gift for good. We're going to read the energy. We're going to see what comes through. I don't know what's going to come through. Spirit said book. I was guided to read the book, the Bible, the Holy Bible book. We're going to do a psalm. Actually, Spirit, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a psalm, or you just want me to open random? I feel like random. Just remember, energy is fluid. I'm going to do a random one. Just remember, energy is fluid. It could be past, present, future. It could be alternate timeline. It could even be a past life. It could even be an Akashic record story, okay? But whatever it is, it's recalibrating. Whatever it is Spirit wants us to know, it'll be some kind of moral, some kind of emotional story to help us learn. We're here to learn and to be an observer. Don't attach yourself to anything too much, to just observe the information. Because if you attach yourself to it, then you can become overly emotional and you can um, alter your perception that way. So we just want to observe this information, and to remember that it could have parts that resonate, it could have parts that don't, because energy is like this and like this and like this. It can be everywhere. So you have to take what resonates, but don't make it fit. And if this isn't your story, just remember this is someone's story. So you want to be mindful of that. Not every story is going to be your story. Okay? What is that? Oh my god. Biggest screwdriver I've ever seen. Let me look. Let me show them. Look at this thing. Okay. I don't think I'll ever be using that in my lifetime.
Oh, well, it came in handy because it's kind of far reach for me.
All right. So we're gonna read the energy and see what spirit. Oh my god, I'm so. You know what, spirit? Please strike down immediately anyone sending negative energy to me or any evil eye. I strike it down immediately. I surround us with a golden bubble of love and light. Angels, ancestors, no, let me do that again. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones, beings of love and light. Please put a protective bubble of love and light to prevent any negativity from entering here. I think someone's sending me some evil eye. I'm getting all itchy all over.
This feels warm.
All right, here we go. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please help us give the messages that the collective needs to know. Help me be of service. Okay, what do you want us to know, Spirit? Here we go. Luke. The healing of Centurion's slave and the mission of 12. I'm really feeling the mission. Oh, wait a second. Spirit. Okay, we're going to do Luke 7, love of enemies. But to you who hear, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Didn't I just say someone's throwing evil eye at me? I love you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. To the person who strikes you on one cheek, offer the other one as well. And from the person who takes your cloak, do not withhold even your tunic. Give to everyone who asks of you, and from the one who takes what is yours, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. For if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. If you lend money to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners and get back the same amount. But rather love your enemies and do good to them and lend expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, for he himself is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as also your Father is merciful. Judging others. And Spirit said envy. Oh, so this is going to be about someone who's judging, who has envy. Stop judging, and you will not be judged. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Stop condemning, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and gifts will be given to you. A good measure, packed together, shaken down, and overflowing, will be poured into your lap. For the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out to you. It's the same thing that sounds like karma to me. And be told them a parable. Can a blind person guide a blind person? Will not both fall into a pit? No disciple is superior to the teacher, but when fully trained, every disciple will be like his teacher. Oh, I love that. Why do you notice the splinter in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the wooden beam in your own? Come through, God. That's funny. How
It's in the Bible.
how can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me remove that splinter in your eye," when you do not even notice the wooden beam in your own eye? Spirit said spicy. We're on to something.
Disagree.
You hypocrite! Remove the wooden beam from your first eye, then you will see clearly to remove the splinter in your brother's eye. So somebody here is projecting judgment onto others when they themselves have a lot of explaining to do. You know? They got a lot of explaining to do. They're being a hypocrite. You can't judge someone when you're not living your life by your own rules. That's and say that you're better than them when you are doing behavior that could be judged. Okay. Hello, everybody. Jacoby. Oh my gosh, Jurassic World scenes. I like that name. Have you tried the Eyes Wallow Cum Latte? I don't know. I have not. Spirit, what is going on? Can you please give us some more clues? I'm going to use the dream decoder. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spirit, I would love some more clues about what you want us to know about this judgmental person. A snake. Ooh. The snake is a very ancient and complex symbol, appearing almost all in all cultures and mythologies. It is seen as Kundalini, the serpent energy that coils up the spine, as the serpents twining the staff of Asclepius, the Greek god of healing, as Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent of the Aztecs, and Nidhogg, the serpent that gnaws at the roots of the world tree Yggdrasil in Norse myth, and as the tempter snake in the biblical Garden of Eden. It represents both the positive and negative in one creature and can be perceived as a symbol of healing, of female power, of authority, destruction, sex, or evil. What? I didn't know that it was the symbol for female power. So we're talking about feminine energy here. It doesn't have to be a woman, but it could be a man in feminine energy. So this person thought they were sensible, and but people are treating them with caution. Many people are starting to fear them because something about their physical body. There's somebody, they're weak. Oh, Spirit said their physical body could be appearing fragile or weak. So people are starting to have fear of them. They're starting to treat them with caution. This person could have possibly been some kind of authority figure that has brought some kind of destruction or negativity to multiple people. It says cultures and mythologies, appearing in all cultures or mythologies. This person is possibly now having some kind of physical manifestation in their body that is making them weak. Spirit said weak. They used to move swiftly, but now their surface is changing and their body is not supported anymore. There's maybe something wrong with their eyes. They could possibly have some kind of strange like physical phenomenon happening, like flickering or swollenness or something like that. They could be, this person could be swallowing their own tail. There's some kind of cycle that they're repeating because they had self-destructive behavior and they refused to renew themselves. So now they have things out of balance and it's actually showing itself in their body. This person used to have a significant image and they used to be important. People noticed details about them that they did at night. Something that would happen to them at night. Now people are afraid, curious, nervous, and intrigued by what this snake is threatening. They're starting to ignore this person. This person may have cast some kind of self-destructing behavior or judgments that it's something they did at night. They use temptation and sex. They use sexual power to influence people. They use sexual influence to depend on some kind of answer, or to people depended on them for answers through sexual influence. But now their needs and desires aren't their needs and desires aren't being met because they can't control people with this sexual power anymore. Now they're starting to have to develop their own self-reliance because they've been reliant on some kind of sexual power to gain influence. This says healing influence, so I don't know if they were using some kind of sex power to, I don't know, influence their body, or maybe it's taking a toll on their body. But they're a snake in the grass. For being a snake in the grass with a forked tongue, their life has become difficult. Their subconscious kept warning them to slither away before disaster strikes. But they couldn't stop trying to represent themselves as having power and reveling in power. Now they're in self-destruct mode. Well, shit. Hey, everybody. Oh, thank you, number one. Okay, let's see what the heck is going on here, because this person sounds like they're in trouble. How can we help? How can we help? How can we help? How can we help? Help. Alright, let's see. Spirit, what is going on with this person? This person, you don't want me to do these? Okay. This person cast some kind of judgment or created some kind of judgment to make themselves appear as a false person. That's what I'm getting. As a false person. They may be under judgment themselves now because they put themselves in a self-destructive mode. They took a gamble. They took some kind of gamble, the fifth house. They took some kind of gamble. They made some kind of investment with a creation they had. They did it very. Mom. They did it very dramatically. And this is romance and making art. What? This person. Okay, Spirit, tell me if I'm right or wrong. This is what I'm getting. Whoever I'm speaking about used the power of love for investment opportunities. They used the trust of love, romance, and lust, sex, the power of sex, to create some kind of investment opportunity. They did it dramatically and with a lot of flair. They took some kind of gamble and played games. They looked at this as some kind of art. They felt that this kind of behavior was some kind of art form. That's weird as hell. Thank you, Jacoby. Stop. Thank you. They viewed this as some kind of game. They were very good at this. Mercury. They used words to communicate power of love, and they would they tricked people into trusting them like a child by using their awareness of their words. The way they communicated, the way they speak to people is something that is like mind control. They thought that this was fun. They thought this was some kind of game. They thought it was their creation. They thought they had some kind of, they took this very seriously. This is some kind of art form to them. They consider this some kind of like, they considered it some kind of creative art to use their words through communicating by analyzing people and basically mind control, controlling people through by the power of love, lust, sex, basically lying. Okay. They're like, yeah, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at I'm really good at tricking people into thinking I love them. Okay. Congratulations. I would consider that an art form. But everyone's different. Okay, everyone's on their own journey. North Node. I'm telling you, they're really good at it. They thought that this is something that they like to do. It's fun. They're really good at it. This must be my destiny. They were trying to embrace their destiny and look at the benefits of doing this to people. They weren't even worried about the consequences. They had complete faith in this game and this, what's that game, or what's that movie, it's called like Little Game, or what the heck was that movie called? Something about a game. I can't. Where's Devote when I need her? Where's Devote when I need the movie trivia answered? It reminds me of, I cannot think of that movie. Well, anyway, this person was convinced that this skill they have to analyze somebody and to use their awareness of that analyzation of people to know what their hearts want. They created some kind of way to communicate with their words, a way to get people to trust them, like a con man. This is some kind of con artist. This person was confident, and they made investments by doing this skill they have by manipulating people in a very dramatic way. They could possibly like have people fall in love with them or have people think that they're in love with them to gain some kind of, it's a game to them. They think it's like they have fun doing this. They thought that this was their destiny, that they were doing something that they like to do that would give them success. But I can tell you one thing. Hi from the UK. I can tell you one thing that I'm learning from these reads is that 2000s, thank you, that being in your north node will never include hurting people. It will never have that. Okay, it will never, being in your north node, that is your spirit, is your soul's purpose, is what your soul came here to accomplish, what your soul's path is before you incarnated, something that you agreed upon, like a soul contract to incarnate um, and to find your north node by utilizing your soul's talents and gifts and using them for good to be of service. Okay, I can 100% guarantee you that that is the north node, and it will never entail or have you hurt somebody or use your skills to hurt somebody. So everyone has a north node, and we've talked about our north node. You can use your birth time and your location of where you were born to really narrow down what your soul's skills are. And actually, I have been told through my spirit guides that in other galaxies and other planets and other places, that it's common practice that when a soul is incarnated in whatever reality that they have chosen, there are realities or places or planets where you actually get told what your talents are, and then you can choose like what you do based on those talents. Here we don't do that. Here you just like get thrown to the wolves and you gotta kind of guess, but you're supposed to ask for the help of your spirit guides, but that knowledge has been repressed. But we're helping people gain awareness of it. Just like in ancient times, they talk to the ancestors. Your ancestors are your guides. It's all one thing. It's all comes from one source. So it's all this. It's all one in this in the same. We're all one, but you do have guides that can help you understand what your north node is. This person is arrogant. I can feel this person's arrogance. This person thinks they know because they have some kind of power over people through their words. They've gained some kind of false authority over people where they think that they're really good at lying to people, basically, and tricking people into trusting them. They consider this some kind of art form. They consider it their north node. But that is not how it works. That is your south node. That's the other end. Okay? That's the one you don't want to be in, okay? So what else, Spirit? What is going on? The third house. The third house. Yeah, this is somebody who thrives on having like a network, like they always have somebody they can call, or like connections. They always have a connection. They always do things in a big way. They have very short-term thinking. They think that power is having someone a phone call away saying, "Yeah, I need you to do this," I need this here. I need you to do, they have a false sense of identity. This freaking couple always comes up. They have a false sense of identity, but now they're in self-destruct mode because they're a snake in the grass. They're a liar. You cannot manifest abundance by lying. No, it's not. We do not practice black magic here. This is holy divine white light up in here. Just getting higher perspectives of linear views. We don't practice black magic. In fact, we frown upon it. We say do not touch the stuff because it's never good. It never ends up good. We're just reading energy, practicing our psychic gift here. So this person, Spirit wants us to know about this person because of their false idea or beliefs about how to have power being your north node. They're completely misguided here. they thought that they were in their north node, but you'll never, lying to people, manipulating people will never be a north node placement. It's that you just can't. Okay. Um um this person is obsessed with control. Pluto, power struggle. Sojourns, yes. Thank you. This is about somebody who is falsely in their north node, a snake in the grass, someone who finds it an art form to be able to use their words to analyze people to get them to trust them. This is about somebody who had some kind of identity problem, who struggles for control. They were misguided into, or had a misconception about what being in your north node is. They found pleasure and found it fun to play games, to take gambles, to make investments and manipulations of people. They do it dramatically. They use their words, they have an awareness of words, a Mercury, they communicate very well. It's some kind of it's some kind of mind control that they've created that's like their own style. They consider it an art form to be able to do this to people. Um, they they like to assert power or dominance over people by using Spirit was talking about the snake and how this is some kind of feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a male or female, it's just someone in their feminine energy, but they're using it for bad. They're not using it the right way. They think that they're in their north node, but they're absolutely not, because your north node will never require you to manipulate people or to lie to people to get your way. This person's obsessed with having control. They need control. They were supposed to go through some kind of awakening, but instead they're continuing some kind of cycle, because they feel like power and control, it looks like having people at your beck and call, ready to on hand and knee for you, you know? Well, what else? So now they're in self-destruct mode. They're losing their circle of friends. There's something about their body, and I have hands here. Nobody wants to give them a hand anymore. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, Spirit wants us to get a higher perspective of this linear view of somebody who is in a false perception of what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, I don't know the moral of the story yet because I haven't gotten there yet. I just started. Actually, I'm already 33 minutes in. So this person could possibly music again. Spirit said music. This could be someone in the music industry. We may want to look for somebody who's appearing frail in the music industry, whose body may be falling apart on them, because of what they did. They're going through some kind of self-destruct and it may be manifesting itself physically in their body, because of all the betrayal they've done. They've done a lot of betrayal to appear like they were in their north node. They may have possibly actually thought that this was their destiny, but this was a very short term thinking that they had in who they are, because they would take gambles and it considered it fun to manipulate people. They thought this was some special gift they had that they wanted to use to find the success for themselves. But now they're losing their circle of friends and they're losing their freedom and all their associations that they had by doing this manipulation. And nobody wants to be around them because they're starting to appear frail, or um, something about how they're acting. Sacrifice, yeah. They gave the wrong sacrifice. They weren't prepared to sacrifice. They thought that what they were doing was their north node. They weren't they're experiencing some kind of confusion regarding too many confusions regarding their idealization of what the North Node is or what their destiny is, because they really thought that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Spirit, why did this person think this so much? Why did they think that this is what their destiny was? Your Uranus. Because they wanted to look different. They wanted to invent some kind of different way of being. They wanted to show people that they had an unexpected way of, or different way of looking at something. It was their creation. It was a game. It was some kind of art. This was some kind of art to this person, to manipulate people, to use their own way of communicating by making people trust them through lies, through words, by altering people's thoughts about things to gain power over them. They became obsessed with this. They started to think that humanity needs this, that what they had to offer was something that would be a benefit to humanity. But now they're starting to receive some kind of confusion because everyone who used to think that they were so powerful, or this person of authority who would not question them, who thought that they had everything in the palm of their hands, is starting to leave them now. And even their health is starting to be sacrificed because of something they did, and they're self-destructing because of their past ways. Reception. Spirit, what else? What is going on with this person? Why did this person think that about their... Why did this person think that they were doing their destiny? Why would they think that why would they think manipulation is their destiny? I cannot make it up. Because they went to a card reader who probably lied to them, some false card reader. This is why not everyone should be doing divination. If you are not an oracle of God who is of service, who is an actual psychic or spirit medium, you should not be doing divination. You just should not be doing divination. This person was lied to by somebody who claims to be a reader or some kind of fortune telling. They're probably told that whatever they're doing is, yeah, do it. It's totally your destiny. You're going to be really good at it. You should really just do it. You should really just lie to people and whatever, like bullshit. That really pisses me off, because this is the kind of person that gives actual psychics and actual oracles of God and prophets a bad name. Because a prophet of God, an oracle of God, would never lie to someone. And you know, another thing, if someone is telling you your future, you should just walk away from them, because there's literally so many timelines that you could read any one of them, and if someone's telling you that yes, it's this timeline, that's a liar. That's someone you can't trust. You need to walk away from them, because you're not meant to know your future. You're not meant to look into your future or anyone else's future or spy on people's future. You're not meant to do that. That's not what a psychic's for, or card reading is for. It's meant to be a way to communicate with your spirit guides, to communicate with God until you can do it on your own, when you don't need them anymore, because you're a direct line to God. You're a little piece of God having human experience. And so when people lie and say that they can read cards, and they're lying about it, and they don't know, they haven't cleared their field, they're not healed, they don't pray, you don't know what they pray to. You don't outside this person, you don't know if this person goes within. You don't know what this person puts in their body. This person lied to this person. Ugh, it's so annoying. You know, in the Bible it says that the Pharisees, that those who lie, there's people who do cards just for money, for lying. They lie just to get money. They make it up, or they're reading futures that they have no business telling people about. You cannot read the future. There's too many options. If you meet someone who tells you one option of your future, it could literally change in every single choice you make. Every single choice you make alters what timeline you're going to be in. You can't tell someone one destiny they have. There's infinite amount of destinies, and you can do anything you want, and there's an infinite amount of possibilities. You can't tell a person one, because that person will think that that's the only one for them, and they'll just go for it real hard, and it could be every decision they make could be bringing them farther and farther away from it, and they become obsessed about it. Like this person, this fortune teller lied to them and told them they were in their north node. They probably don't even know what that is, and so this person believed them. Yes. Hey, Jen. How much money for you to take a narcissism self-test live on stream? I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. Because I'm not a narcissist. I'm an earth angel. I'm here to love you guys. So this person went and got a card reading, or they did it themselves. I don't know. Or this could be something that they do that they think they're in their north node about. But every time they do it, they take a gamble because they don't know how to read energy. They are completely unhealed. And remember, when you do divination, I say this a lot because it comes up a lot, so Spirit wants you to know. I see your picture reloaded by Spirit. Oh, good. Am I fuzzy? When you do divination and you are not of Christ consciousness, you're not an oracle of God, you're not an earth angel, you're not someone who's psychic, born psychic, and you're not at 144,000 hertz, your vibration, you will attract whatever energy you are vibrating at. And if you do not have the gift of discernment, and you do not develop the gift of discernment, you will believe that whatever you're getting is good or right. And it's not, because you cannot discern it. You just take anything and spit it out to anybody. This person was not in their north node. This person was manipulating people and thinking that that was their destiny to do that. And so they continued doing it and hurting people and having some power struggle, and they became obsessed with spreading this bullshit. And they were living out a destiny that was never meant for them, that was made up. It was a lie. Yeah, it is sad. It's very sad because this person believed wholeheartedly, whoever gave them this reading, that this person obviously can't read energy, because they would have been able to tell that this card reader's a false card reader. And that is highly disappointing. This is a Pharisee from the Bible days. It says God frowns upon those who use divination for their own financial gain, who lie, cheat, and steal using divination. Divination is a gift from God to be able to communicate with God, with Holy Spirit, but you have to have a clear field, or you have to go. That's why you used to have to go through a high priest or a high priestess, because they had a field that was clear enough to have discernment. This person did not. 444 on the clock. I take shits in the shower and stomp it down the drain. Max, if you're gonna say weird things like that, I'm gonna have to get you out of here, because even though it's very funny, it's very, it's not what we're talking about here. Go talk about that on the shit down the drain channel, okay? I'm sure there's one out there. Ugh, this is so annoying. This is the kind of people that gives readers a bad name, because there are actual readers out there that are oracles of God that are here to be of service, and there are actual psychics out there like me, who was born a psychic. God made everything, including psychics. Being psychic is not evil. It's the people who pretend to be psychic and who pretend to be conduits of God that ruin it, that hurt people. Look at all the damage this person created. Well, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. But if you want to be here, you can feel the love, because I am an oracle of God, okay? I'm not here to hurt anybody. I am a born psychic with the gift of discernment. I I am just here to help people understand their emotions, okay?
Scratched.
Oh, so annoying. I cannot believe this person. I feel bad for this person. This person went to somebody for some guidance, thinking they were going to get some spiritual guidance through a tarot reader. They gave them lies, because they don't even have the gift of discernment. They just did it for money. Now it's affecting this person's family. It's affecting their home. It's affecting all their bonds they made, their circle of friends. It's literally affecting every part of their life, because they believed somebody who's a liar. The origin of this whole thing was this tarot reader, this fortune teller, this liar. Now they're starting to, like it said in the dream book, this person is self-destructing. They're starting to lose their vital force, their creativity. There's something that they're realizing, that they're starting to realize that everything's going wrong for them. That's why they're confused, because they thought 100% that what they were doing was what they were supposed to be doing. They were being manipulators. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to do God's work. God asked me to do this to help people get higher perspectives of linear views, because that's what my mission is. I don't have to explain it to you. You can stay, you can go, but if you want to email me, I can do it in an email, but this is someone's reading, so we need to respect that. God wants us to know that there's people out there who are using divination for money to lie to people, that are putting people in really bad predicaments because they didn't use their intuition. My whole goal with my channel is to teach people how to use their intuition, how to teach people how to control their emotions, to use their emotions as a navigation system, so they can not be deceived by people who have bad intentions. That's God's mission for me. So no problem. You can stay. I love you. I love you so much. I love that you want to know. If you want to email me, I'll tell you in an email. So, I feel bad for this person. I really do. This person was fooled by someone who's not an oracle of God. Someone who hasn't cleared their field. Someone who's not a psychic. They were tricked. Okay? Now they're losing everything. All their commitments are going down the drain. They're binded. There's something they're binded to, because they've been acting this way for a long time. They took a gamble. They made investments in this false reading of them being in their north node. But see, what they were doing, what they thought their north node was that they were good at manipulating people. They're good at lying. They're good at tricking people into loving them. They're good at using their body for sex. They're good at this. Fortune teller made them believe that what they were doing that was harmful to them was actually good for them. That was their destiny. And it wasn't. And it wasn't. Because remember, this is a good time to bring up the law of opposites. Spirit's been teaching me about the law of opposites and how this universe runs on the law of opposites. So for everything that God has created that is good, there's also an opposite of that. So supernal. Thank you, Spirit. That's what Spirit wants me to bring up. So when you, if you're going to, you need to know that everything that is created that's good, there's an opposite of it. There's light and dark, hot and cold, good and bad, night and day, up and down, wet and dry, moon and sun, good and evil. And the reason why there's both is because you have to have both to know what you want and what you don't want. You have to have the opposite. If you do not have the opposite, you will not know the difference. And so everything in this universe that God has created will have an opposite. So if you think psychics are all bad, well, then you are rejecting God, because there's not just bad psychics, there's both. There's good and bad. There's not just good tarot card readers, there's not just bad, evil tarot card readers. There's both, because people are both, because everything here is both. It's right and wrong, but it depends on the person who is using it. And so that's why you need to know energy, because energy will never lie, and you will be able to feel with your body, with your emotions, what is good and what is bad. And because everything will have it, and every person will have a dominant energy signature that will allow you to feel what is for your highest good, protection, what you can protect yourself against. Okay? Yeah, totally awesome, King Orion. I love that. I love that you're trying to understand, and I'd love to help you understand. I hope I'm explaining a little bit right now. When people don't understand the law of opposites, they will say tarot readers are evil. You know, tarot readers are bad. But all in this universe, even reptilians, even other species, there's good and bad. There's not all just bad, because that is the law. It's a universal law of creation that God made, so that way we could have a context for what we want and what we don't want. There has to be, it's called duality or polarity or the law of opposites. Okay? So in this situation, this person, this is why our society needs to know about energy, needs to know about spiritual laws, needs to pray, needs to embrace that there is an omnipotent higher source of energy that has created us, because this person went to a fortune teller to find their origin of their gifts, their talents. They wanted to create some kind of structure for their family. They wanted to have some kind of idea of what they should do. And this fortune teller, that is a bad fortune teller, a game, told them a lie. And they thought that these bad behaviors they were doing, these low acting, low negative behaviors they were projecting onto other people to gain their own selfish wants and needs, is now in this moment at the end of a cycle, they're harvesting exactly what they gave out, just like in the Bible said. You treat people how you want to be treated, and you give without expecting anything in return. You help the person who doesn't want to help you. If someone slaps you, you give them the other cheek, because that's what you will reap in the end of a cycle. So now at the end of this cycle, because they thought that what they were doing was their north node, it was full of manipulation, power struggles, control. It was a game. Spirit just said game. Now that's what they're experiencing, and people are walking away from them because they didn't know any better. That's so sad. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me want to cry. It's not right. You can't do that to people. You can't give them a false sense of hope and give them a false reading because you're a liar, and then they've been operating thinking that they're doing the best thing they could ever do in their life. They think they're doing their destiny. Fucking pisses me off. Blind, yeah. So they're completely blind. They look at this, completely blind, and look at Neptune's eyes. They were confused. Now they're confused regarding all the sacrifices they made. Regarding, and I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about they've sacrificed their family, their commitments. They sacrificed their creativity, their vitality, because they expected some kind of change. They thought they were doing something that was unusual, that was different. They invented a new way to have a destiny because they thought they were really good at lying and manipulating people. And they truly, truly thought that this was their destiny because of this fucking fortune teller. Oh, that's just ridiculous. This fortune teller is definitely going to be having a hard time. Or this person is the fortune teller. I don't know. I don't know. I can't discern it if it's different. There is a fortune teller. They could have possibly been doing fortune telling, manipulating people, lying, thinking they're so good at it for money. Because this was some short. Spirit just said yes. Okay. Okay, so this person is the false fortune teller. They don't know how to read energy. They thought that they could manipulate people through fortune telling to get what they want. People let them read them for money. Hi, Robin. People let them read them for money, and they destroy people's families and commitments by giving them false readings. Well, now their body is failing them. They could be becoming very frail. There's people walking away from them because this is visible to people. Because they're in chaotic energy, scattered energy. They were careless. They thought they were doing something that was in their north node, but they couldn't admit that they don't know shit about energy. They're Queen of Swords in reverse. Critical, dismissive, overbearing, overly emotional, cruel, cold-hearted, bitter. They thought that what they were doing with these false readings was their north node. This person shouldn't even be touching divination with a 10-foot pole because this person's Queen of Swords in reverse. They can't even control their emotions. They're chaotic. They're scattered. They can't even hold one focused thought. They break their commitments. They can't even balance their money. They can't even manage their time. They can't even adapt or prioritize their own responsibilities. They take gambles. They'd rather invest in lies and lying to people than actually work hard. They wanted some kind of shortcut. They thought that they could use divination as some kind of easy way to make money and that they were good at it. Yeah, it's real easy to flip a card over and tell a lie and just make something up. They're unreliable. They want work without reward. Didn't I just say that? Because they're lazy. This is a lazy person that thought that they could fuck with people's destinies and lie to them. They thought this was their north node. Well, they are sadly mistaken because God wants to call them out. And, why don't we just call every false reader out? Because that's really dangerous. It's so dangerous to pretend to have an ego so big that you would dictate people's lives by flipping a card over and make it up. That's highly irresponsible. No true oracle of God would ever do that because that is against cosmic law, against people's free will. You cannot tell people lies and alter people's lives this way. They're ruining families. They're ruining commitments. They're ruining people's lives by lying to them. People are going to this person for guidance. because they want to trust this person. This is a giant responsibility when you want to be of service and you want to be God's servant. It's really upsetting because it's so cruel and selfish. So I was just gonna say, this person needs to reevaluate. And Spirit said, not likely. This person is in some kind of chaotic upheaval where they're experiencing some kind of confusion, like a literal mental confusion that's preventing them from reevaluating their actions. There's something like, I don't know, I want to say the word supernatural happening. It could be God. It could be God, yeah. Yeah. God is making this person realize that this isn't, you can't do that to people. You can't, this person's need for control and their obsession with power has led them down a path that has making them literally mentally unstable because they were lazy and they were too proud to admit that, or actually they weren't too proud to admit, they just didn't care. They just literally didn't care. They were careless and dismissive, manipulative, cold, obsessive, I told you. But this person is now, their body's failing them. They could potentially be sick because of all of the shit they've done, and they're not like equating the two things together. Disparity, yeah. That's why they're like freaking out, because they're confused. Oh my god, cataclysm. They're confused because they're not equating their false reads to the energy that they're getting right now, because they have projected and given so many false reads and ruined so many people's lives for money, that this unexpected change in the energy, because we're at the end of a cycle, is literally making their body fail. It's making their mind fail. People are walking away from them. And they're starting to lose money because nobody wants to read from them anymore. Okay? It's destroys for real readers of the Holy. Yes, exactly. Hi, Robin. I love you so much. Oh, hello from England. I'm very well, thank you. How can this person unfuck themselves? Start taking on specific areas of your life with some kind of overriding intent. A commitment to turn off the autopilot you're currently coasting on, to be alive to your potential, eager to make a difference, to no longer just go along with the bullshit. Yeah, being in your North Node means being of service, using your talents and your gifts to help people, not to hurt people. This person didn't care about what their reads would do to people. They just wanted the money for it, and they thought that that was their North Node. That is not your North Node. That's your South Node, okay? Hope it helps. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.